Hi there, this is a question with mixed tasks to do, including an ellipse and a hexagon, and it's from the 0979 spec May-June 2021. So the question states, a mobile phone screen uses icons to show the different apps and functions available. Design for 4 of the icons are shown below. So you've got your 4 icons. You need to complete full-size drawings of each icon by adding the isosceles triangle in the email, so this one, the missing parts to the wireless, the circle and hexagon to the settings, and ellipse to the messages icon. So starting with the email, just completing the top edge, there's no measurements given, so understand that is the size. And it's isosceles triangle, so both sides are going to be the same length, so measure the centre. It's 88, so it's going to be 44. So it's somewhere on that line, and it's 35 millimetres down, after 35, and then from that point just drawing in the 2 diagonals to give your isosceles triangle. So next we've got there's a lot of radiuses here. So you're given 45 degrees, so it's going to be a 45-degree angle. So putting that in first. You could use your 45-degree set square. So you've got your boundary. You've got the outside radius. They've given you the outside radius of 45. So starting from there, that's where you work back in. So setting the radius to 45, because that's the one you're given. So it's best to start with what you know, if you're not sure. And the next radius is 5 in from that, so you're just moving 5, 10, 5. So setting it for 40. And then it's 10 from that, so it's going to be 30. And the next one is 5. So it's going to be 25. So the mark scheme is 1 mark for each, and 1 mark for the lines ending at 45. So next we've got a hexagon. It's got a circle and a hexagon. So here you've got the 80 across corners, so that's from corner to corner. So that's going to be a radius of 40, and this is a diameter of 40, so it's going to be a radius of 20. So drawing radius of 20, setting the compass to 20. And the hexagon, We're going to use the circle, which is why I worked out the radius of 40. So we're going to use a circle to draw the hexagon. And you do pick up marks. Even if you get this slightly wrong, you're going to pick up marks for drawing a hexagon. And then you pick up marks for a regular hexagon. So we know that this is on the horizontal, so I'm going to mark up from here, both sides, and same on the other side. And from there I can draw in my regular hexagon. So just joining up where you've crossed, marked out on your circle. So last but not least, you've got your ellipse. So we've got major axis, so that's that way, is 90. So for that circle, your radius is going to be 45. And your minor axis that way is 60, so your radius for that circle is going to be 30. So setting the compass to 30. So even if you're not sure and it goes wrong, you get 1 mark for some construction on this question. And then you get 6 or less points, you're going to get another mark. And then 7 or more, you get another mark. So next radius is 45. So it's worth working through, even if you find ellipses tricky and it's not quite right at the end. You still could pick up 2 or 3 marks just for the construction. So I'm going to extend these lines up and down. I'm going to mark out with my protractor, mark out my 30 degrees. So 30, 60, 60, 30, and the same the other way. 30, 60, 60, 30. And then from here, creating your diagonals by going through the centre and leaving all your lines once you're done, because you pick up marks for your construction lines. So wherever your diagonal hits your outside circle, you're doing a vertical, and you can do it from both sides at the same time. Time is always tight. And the same on the other side. And when your diagonal crosses the inside circle, you're going to do a horizontal out. There you have your points. So you've got your points now to create it, and at this point I would be turning my drawing board around just to make it easier. Keep it curved here, it's not You have to curve it to make the shape work. And the same the other way, going through your points. It's much more difficult not being able to move it. And rounding it at this point. It's got to be rounded. And going through there. Making sure you go through the point that you've marked. And you can use more than one line. And there you have your ellipse.